So, been having a little bit of a rough kind of last 4 to 6 weeks of it. Certainly internally. Don't know if it maybe seems it on the outside to people that know me or don't know me. Maybe it's more obvious than I think it is, but just wanted to do a little video because I've done a couple of these and the positivity that's come out of it from people reaching out to me and messaging me and saying that they feel that way about certain things I've said, and it's kind of made them at least have a think. And look, I think that's important. I used to not want to do anything on social media and be a big social media poster because it looked like you're like crying out and craving for attention. And I think anybody that knows me would know that's definitely not the case. And the reason I'm doing any of this is far from that. It's something I want to do, but I think just the last like 4 to 6 weeks just been really, really hard on myself and not speaking good to myself in my head internally. And I think we all do that. And I've been going to the gym and I've been doing my yoga and I've been continuing to do a lot of videos and I've been very consistent and very busy and I've been very happy with it. But something's just not been right, and it's been annoying me because I feel like I'm doing everything I would normally do to keep me in a good mind state, and I'm not been in a good mind state. And unbelievably, which I think is hard for a lot of people to do, but specifically men, I think the one thing that's kind of clicked and made me just make a very, very quick change, literally just within the last 7 to 8 days, is actually opening up and talking to people. Spoke to my girlfriend first, then spoke to my mum, and then I've mentioned a few things to some friends and stuff. But yeah, ultimately it's amazing how just kind of like opening up and talking is just so beneficial for it. And I think when you're being really hard on yourself and you're talking internally to yourself, I kind of said to myself, if I spoke out loud to another person like that, everyone would think I was a complete dick. So it's just important if you're doing that to pause, because mine was starting to affect, relationships with, girlfriend and family, and being a bit isolated from friends and things like that. And I was going in on myself, and I was putting a lot of weight on myself to kind of figure everything out on my own. And also, like I said, do my yoga and gym and stuff. And I thought that would keep me going, and it wasn't. And I was a bit bewildered as to why. And the answer was just to open up and talk. So anytime you're going through something, like I think especially as a man, like, we do need to carry a lot of things on us. Especially if you're like an older sibling or you have kids or whatever, you feel that weight, and that's good. And, we strive as that as men, but yeah, don't be afraid to open up and talk to people, especially like your partner or your family or your close friends, because yeah, I guarantee it'll change a lot for you. I feel like a different person after it. And it's really funny because since then, literally since last Thursday when I first kind of talked about things, I have had some money come into my life that I wasn't expecting. I've got 2 potential opportunities to do with the podcast and stuff that just kind of came up out the blue that I was not expecting. And I'm just a believer in that stuff. I think when you shift your energy and you shift your mindset, like certain doors open. And when you're constantly banging your head against the wall, particularly negative mindset about like how everything is bad. Like I was back in a phase of like being stuck in traffic or someone going slow in front of me in the car and things like that we all get pissed off about. But it's not really that. It's everything else that's going on. So like I say, I think changing your energy just helps with that stuff. Could be sheer coincidence, don't get me wrong, but I just choose to believe in the shift of energy. So yeah, if you're feeling that way, open up, talk to people. If we're close, or even if not, feel free to message me. We can definitely have a chat. It's a really, really important thing to do. So it's Friday. Hope everyone enjoys the weekend. The weather's not too great here in Scotland. It's a bit cloudy. It feels a bit wintry today. Feels a bit wintry. Not great considering I'm a July birthday a week tomorrow, turning 32, and the weather's not great. But again, out with my control, so can't do that. On the spot subscription coming July 18th. Don't forget about it. Keep your eyes out for that, and have a good weekend.